I'm a male, 32. Life has a way of testing your character when you least expect it. And that Thursday morning, I learned exactly who I could count on and who I couldn't. The phone rang at 10 a.m. Sharp. I knew something was off before I even picked up. My director of operations wanted to see me. I'd been with the company for 8 years. Loyal, consistent, reliable. Walking into that conference room, HR sitting stiffly across the table, my gut clenched. Your position's being eliminated. Today's your last day. 8 years, gone in a single sentence. I wasn't blindsided, though. The signs were all there. Contracts disappearing, budgets tightening, my supervisor already gone. I'd quietly prepared, updating my resume, networking, interviewing. In fact, I already had a verbal offer from a competitor. Better role, higher pay, benefits. All I needed was the formal offer. Then came the severance. The company policy was generous, 2 weeks per year of service. They had gone above and beyond. 16 weeks of pay, unused PTO, 6 months of COBRA, over 200,000 after taxes. Walking out with a box of my belongings, I felt something strange. Relief, not despair. On the drive home, I called my girlfriend, 28, someone I'd been with 18 months. We were serious, talking about moving in together, about the future. My stomach churned as I dialed. Hey, you free? Need to talk. She was at lunch with her sister. What's up? I got laid off today. Silence, then cold and sharp. Are you serious right now? Yeah, it's been rough, but I'll explain later. I can't do this. I can't be with someone who doesn't have their life together. I need stability. I need a partner who can provide. I laughed, not out of humor, but incredulity. Babe, it's a layoff. I have savings. Stop. Just stop. I've been thinking, you're not where I need you to be. I want a house, kids, security, not someone starting over at 32. Starting over? I wasn't starting over. I was about to step into a better version of my career, one she didn't know about. I'm breaking up with you, she said, the words slicing through the calm of the afternoon, not an unemployed loser. It hit differently than anything else ever could. My world hadn't ended, but hers judgmental, cold voice marked the end of what I thought was love. I didn't cry, didn't scream, just drove home, cracked a beer, and checked my inbox. The offer letter from the new company had arrived while I'd been getting dumped. A 6-week gap to the new start date, 40% higher salary. Life had a sense of irony. I called a friend from college, a finance whiz. Together we mapped out the severance, paid off my car, cleared credit cards, emergency fund, investments, leaving just enough for the 6-week gap. Week 1 of unemployment was strangely liberating. Her best friend texted, "Heard what happened." That was harsh. I realized then she was spinning a story. A victim narrative to her friends, positioning herself as the practical one. Week 3, her cousin reached out. "Dude, she's intense about money. Be careful." Not my problem. 6 weeks passed. I bought a certified pre-owned Tesla Model 3, something I'd always wanted. I drove past a coffee shop near my old apartment, and there she was, jaw-dropping as I stepped out. I nodded, grabbed my coffee. She called out, "Nice car." "Thanks." I kept walking. "Wait, can we talk?" "Make it quick." Her face flickered through shock, regret, panic. I I believe in second chances. I looked at her, really looked. I don't date people who think love comes with conditions. You showed who you are when things got hard. I believe in second chances for people who deserve them. You don't. She went red, stunned, speechless. She'd made her choice, and I had no intention of rewriting history. The next weeks escalated, texts, calls, uninvited appearances. She claimed closure, but it was obsession. I documented everything. Timestamps, photos, messages. I involved authorities when needed. Friends advised a restraining order if it continued. She even showed up at my workplace, claiming to be my girlfriend, delivering lunch, all unsolicited. Security turned her away. I forwarded everything to HR. Escalation was real. Finally, I went to a law office, presented the texts, the photos, the harassment, enough for a temporary protection order. Court would require her to stay away, no contact, not to ruin her life, but to protect mine. Her mother texted, pleading, "She made a mistake. Can you just give her closure?" I didn't respond. Mistake? No. Pattern. Opportunity. She chose her paycheck over the person. Her mother's words meant nothing to me. The courthouse day came. I showed up, confident, prepared, presented the evidence calmly. The judge reviewed it, nodded. Protection order granted. She was to stay away from my home, work, any place I frequent. Violation meant legal consequences. Relief, finally. I sat in my car afterwards, sipping a drink, reflecting. Unemployed loser. Those words echoed, but only to remind me how resilient I'd become. I wasn't defined by a job, a paycheck, or her opinion. I was defined by choices. Mine, not hers. Since then, life has been steadier. New job, strong team, fulfilling work. The protection order in place, boundaries clear, my sanity intact. She tried every angle, social manipulation, guilt, intimidation, but I didn't budge, because I understood something she never did. Love isn't conditional on wealth, status, or convenience. It's about presence, integrity, and consistency. She sent messages from new numbers, tried showing up, escalating harassment, but I stayed the course, blocked, documented, and remained resolute. Every encounter reaffirmed my clarity. Her attachment wasn't love, it was opportunism. I rebuilt, not just financially, but emotionally, focused on self-care, on friends, on the life I wanted. My ex, the person who left me at my lowest, became a cautionary tale of character and timing. My story isn't about revenge, it's about recognition. Recognizing when to hold on, when to let go, and when to protect yourself. The irony is poetic. She dumped me for insecurity, reappeared when I thrived, expecting access back into my life. That's not love. That's entitlement. And life doesn't reward entitlement. It rewards integrity, resilience, and action. So here's the takeaway. When someone shows you their true colors, believe them. When life knocks you down, build the ladder yourself. Don't wait for apologies that won't come. Don't expect change in those who only act when it benefits them. Protect your peace, invest in your future, and never compromise your worth. I've moved on. I have a career I love, friends I trust, and boundaries that are respected. The past is a lesson, not a burden. And as for her, life will teach its own lessons. Now I leave you with this. How would you handle someone returning only when it suits them? Would you forgive or protect your own path? Comment below. I want to hear your take on recognizing opportunistic behavior versus genuine remorse. Share this story if it resonates, and let's talk about the moments that define our self-worth.